One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Mickey Stadium. Saturday afternoons, the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Sentinels and the Army Black Knights. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Black Knights kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. It's the Sentinels offense comes onto the field first today. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. Handoff to the fullback. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. Gonna run it. It's Bentley. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the fullback. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. And the Sentinels will try to pin them back with the punt. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Cadets offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Cale Fellows. They have a lot of confidence that he can get them in the right play and make the right calls. Running the read option left to start the drive. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Hard running there. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. A designed run for the quarterback. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Black Knights are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Howard. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
They'll give it to him again. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Army! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Sentinels decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Black Knights offense will go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. And some room to work.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't...
Might have a chance. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Gunderson. Here's the pressure, and down he goes.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's got room. Finally. Not before he picks up the first down.
And I Absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Quarterback got it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Shift.
Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been...
Maybe some room here. Got enough for the 1st. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. Powers through the defender. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 10. Touchdown, Sentinels. Excellent pass by the back on the option. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7.
Number 49, set to kick it off.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Smacks it with the stiff arm. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Escapes the pressure going right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open. I had him. I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened.
Touchdown, Sentinels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Could be an alley. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB. Prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Under fire. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
The keeper on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Gunderson. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Sentinels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Black Knights. Will go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Finding an escape route. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bentley. There's some room. Touchdown, Sentinels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. Gives him the big stiff arm. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. That's caught. It's Suggs.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Black Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Run it with the fullback. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Fighting Irish with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far.
Here he comes with the return. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the 2nd half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. Nice move to keep running. Runs through a man. He might have space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Gunderson. Just a little off. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
To the air on first down. Keeps the play going. He's going to run it. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice job. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. It's a draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Intercepted to stop the threat. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end.
Great tough running by the running back, low to the ground, continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that first down.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. They'll try it over the left side. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. The option look. Makes one man miss. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Sentinels will go for it on 4th down. Motion from the back. The big fullback's got it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Sentinels. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Number 49, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Army.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Here's a hit. He's got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Sentinels send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Black Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll have a first down here. A Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Running inside. It's Bentley. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Sentinels. He got a step and just dusted the field.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, what I can see here on the Army sideline, I can see developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the grab down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And just a great job by the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On the move. There's a crease. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the left side. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Got it. On the move at the 30. Oh, spin move. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They'll move the wide receiver. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Fitzpatrick. Shakes off the defender. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Sentinels line up to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. On the move. And he got it oh so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
using his feet. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback.
Here's a little room there. He's at the 40. The 20. All the way. Touchdown, Army.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive going to the air.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously. You worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline. One